The sky so far, but I can't lose it.
The ancient powers never fully went away. They wander our roads and cities, mingling with the teeming masses of humanity. You live in a world of myth, where every ancient story is true. You are one of their children, born of the magic of yesteryear and the promise of tomorrow. New myths and legends are created and forgotten every day. Do the fates guide you, or do you set out to create your own? Find your destiny, find your myth, embrace your fate. Every legend has its beginning. Tonight, viewers, I bring you a tale of 5 Scions still coming to terms with what it means to them. I am Zachary Naldra, he, him, or as the Morgan Battle Crows call me on their bird app, at Zach Rules. And tonight I am your story guide. Our story is called Zeus, We Just Want to Talk, which comes from Onyx Path Publishing for Scion 2nd edition. This awesome adventure is brought to you by Vorpal Tales. You can find Vorpal Tales at lots of places on the internet. On this night, we are guests of Onyx Path Publishing. Others, we can be found on our own channel, Vorpal Tales. Keep up to date with what we're doing and all of our amazing shows on our social media sites at Vorpal Tales. Check out our Discord to come chat with the crew. Visit us on Patreon, where your support help keeps all our dogs and cats fed, and there are lots of them. All of this plus more can be found on our website, www.vorpaltales.com. Not only is Vorpal Tales a great role-playing group, but we're writers as well. Check out our work on DriveThruRPG and DM's Guild. I would like to thank Onyx Path Publishing for making this incredible world and setting to create new stories, legends, and myths to share with you. Also, Astral Tabletop for being our virtual tabletop and platform for our players to roll their dice. Thank you goes out to Vindesvept, White Bat Audio, Mayu, Ghost Stories Incorporated, Dark Sonomim Music, and Dare Curtis Music. I apologize if I mispronounced any of that. Additionally, Vorpal Tales has some fantastic sponsors we would love to tell you about. First is QEmpire.com, a small company making original dice and products for your favorite RPGs and card games. Use Vorpal Tales for 10% off. Next is Hit Point Press, known for their various reference cards and the Humblewood and Heckna campaign setting. Visit vorpaltales.com, click on our affiliate link, and anything you purchase will benefit our show. Finally, Gemhammer & Sons, an RPG supplement store that has everything from Decks of Wonder to Decks of Illusion to dice. Once again, use the discount code VorpalTales for 10% off. And finally, we have some great Patreons that without their support, we would not be able to deliver this content for you to watch. And now, dear viewers, please meet the Scions who are about to take their first steps into becoming a god. Please state your name, pronouns, and where people can find you on the internet, and who you will be playing tonight.
Hello, I am Kisama. You can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama, and tonight I will be playing Monique, the professional matchmaker.
Hi, I'm Amber. You can find me, my pronouns are she, her. You can find me online as the Rebel Selkie, also through Gathering Game Buffalo on Instagram. And tonight I am playing Barbara O'Malley, the fighter.
Hello all, my name is Patrick. You can find me on the internet at @pattyshakes_. And tonight I will be playing Jaybird Namaguchi.
Hello, my name is Devin. You can find me online at Sorta Sullied, and tonight I will be playing Nathan Schmidt, the PI.
Hey there, I'm at Space Lord PJs. You can find me on the internet at Space Lord PJs. It's weird how that works. I am playing Brian Talon, the computer tech.
Thank you, everybody. All right. So, the world of Scion is much like ours, except all myths are true, gods are real, and the pantheons all have different plots and schemes of what they are looking to do. Each of you has received an invitation to the grand opening of a new escape room in the city. So, who thinks that they would be early arrivals at the escape room?
I know my character would be late.
Mine would as well.
All right. So for the early arrivals, you walk into the room. The lobby is a bare concrete floor. It's a stark contrast from the warm velvet, brass, and walnut steampunk decor of the rest of the business. If you look at around, it looks like there have been some people who have already been through here. Everything looks new, like it just came up. Inside the lobby, there is a small window where a teenage girl is behind the counter. She's going to greet everybody as they come in and ask them to wait in the lobby until the rest of the party arrives. For our other players and for the audience viewers at home, if you want to give a description of your character for everybody else, let them know what you look like.
So Monique dresses in a purple pantsuit, very professional, with black curly hair down to here. Yeah, she carries herself very professionally and very, very sassy, I'd say. Walks in.
All right. And who is next to arrive?
I guess we can say Barbara is. Barbara's really tall, and the first thing that people tend to notice about her is that she's got this like shock of bright red hair. Her clothing is very, I would say, very, very practical, very, a bit, if not a bit dated. She's usually got her hair in a little bouffant. She's probably just, very practical, very stylish, kind of ready to do, hands-on stuff, easily movable.
All right. And then Nathan would be arriving next, I believe you said?
Yes. Nathan pops up on a bike, looking like he's a typical biker, but as he gets off, you can see him kind of doing that cop strut, like the biker is just the facade to cover up the fact that he still is a PI at heart. But he comes out looking like he's got that shaggy beard and the short haircut of the biker.
All
Full
right.
leathers.
So the three of you are in the lobby. Are you guys going to talk to each other? What's your intentions?
Do we know that there's supposed to be multiple people there for us, or?
As you come in, the woman behind the counter says, "Thank you for coming. Please wait in the lobby while the rest of the party joins us." The invitation that you received gives no indication of how many other people are going to be with you.
We'll just sit there and stare at the other people who come in.
Monique would also be staring, but trying to figure out how, people think of each other. Always on the job.
Okay.
I'd say Barbara probably is really relaxed, probably leaning against a wall, fooling around with a very dated flip phone, looking at the clock, kind of huffing a little bit.
All right. So, who would like to arrive next?
Brian will walk in. He's on the tall side of average, but has lanky arms, often giving himself the impression of being taller than he is. His hair is jet black, straight, and comes down to his waist. He almost is never found wearing something other than a t-shirt or tank top and jeans. And he just kind of looks around, sort of like meek and mild, and just walks up, and he's just like, "I'm here for the thing."
Oh, well, thank you. We still have one more of your party waiting. If you would, or that we're waiting on, if you would take us, feel free to take any refreshments that are here in the lobby, and I will let you know when everybody's ready.
Cool.
All right.
Probably another 5 minutes goes by before Jaybird shows up. Jaybird just kind of opens the door, and he's got a set of headphones on his head that is very loud, and through it you can hear this weird, it's almost like he's listening to two songs at once. One is this kind of opera aria that's just at full volume, and next to it, just not as loud, but you can still hear it through the speaker of the headphone, is what sounds like almost heavy metal, almost. And you can see him. He's just kind of he's really focusing on it as he walks in, and then you see him he closes the door behind him, reaches for his phone, rewinds it a little bit. Yeah, right there. And then fast forwards, rewinds it. Yeah. and then he flips his headphones down. He's less than averagely short, tall. He's pretty short. Dark beard, dark hair. It looks like at one point in the day he had combed his hair and styled it, but it's now later in the day, so it's got a bit of a mess to it. And besides the big, they're very expensive headphones too. Like these are top of the line, like studio quality headphones that he has. But other than that, his clothes and everything else about him seems, average or less than average. He just kind of walks in. He's turned the music down a little bit, but it's still blaring pretty loud. And he's just like, "Hey everyone, what's up? What's up?" Kind of putting two and two together. I guess this is you guys we're gonna do an escape room together. That's pretty cool. All right, not a bunch of talkers. I like that. All right, sweet. And he goes to put his headphones back on.
The woman behind the counter leans over. Your room will be ready in about 5 minutes. If there's any need for a bathroom break, that's just down the hall. You'll be in there for about an hour. So, once you're in there, we can't let you out unless it's an emergency until you finish solve everything. So, if there's any questions beforehand, let me know.
All right, dope. And Jaybird will head to the bathroom.
Barbara just peeks up and is just like, I can't believe we waited a whole 15 minutes for this bastard just for him to dally off to the bathroom. You think he would go before he got here?
Like, Brian's just kind of looking at you and just quietly gets up and walks over to the bathroom and just waits outside.
Are you going in the bathroom, or you say you're just waiting outside?
Is it a single-person bathroom, or is it a multi-person bathroom?
So there's multiple bathrooms there. They are all unisex bathrooms. So there's no waiting for the men's room.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a bunch of one-person bathrooms?
Yeah, it's a bunch of one-person bathrooms.
Okay.
And there's actually going to be a sink outside.
Oh,
so you go and
fancy.
Then you wash your hands after.
Yeah, this escape room's got some dough.
I know, right? Like,
I was expecting like one unisex bathroom with they converted the closet into it.
You are talking about the escape rooms that I have been to.
Yeah. I'm drawing a personal experience for that.
This is a world of fantasy, so
I do get it.
Well, I guess our bathroom is. Oh, go ahead.
Would you say it's escapist fantasy?
If the bathrooms are next to each other, Shawn, your character would hear heavy coughing coming from my bathroom. Just like... just very clearly, like... very loud. And then you get like a whiff of smoke. Not herbal, just tobacco smoke.
Oh.
And then you just hear like someone kind of like retching a little bit, and then toilet flush, wash hands, and my door opening and closing.
What the fuck is going on with you, man?
I don't know. You were in my bathroom. Those are the sounds you hear, though.
Yeah. He'll just kind of, when he comes out, he'll just look at you like, what the fuck? And then sit down away from everyone.
Yeah, Barbara's unimpressed.
just about as the time as the two of them return, the woman behind the counter comes out. Okay, everything's ready. If you'll come with me. And she starts leading everybody down the hallway.
Okay.
Wonderful. After you.
Oh, all right. I'll go first.
All right. So, as you enter the room itself is designed to look like a passenger compartment on one of those old-time airships, or on old-time steamship. It's kind of using that air of fantasy, and is the story that you're given is that it's an airship. more luxurious than your common steamship, and it is like a very large zeppelin.
You said the
Essentially.
whole theme was kind of steampunky, right?
Yes, it is a
Okay.
very steampunky. The inside the room, there are dozens of copper pipes along the walls. The room has the vibe of a passenger cabin. Might be in a steampunk airship.
Okay.
There are some metal statue or small metal statues of various sorts scattered across the wall. There's a elaborate wrought iron bunk bed with wool blankets sitting in one of the corners. There is a roll top desk drawer in the center of the room. There's a table with a very elaborate looking peacock on it.
Wait, is the peacock alive?
It is it's not like a statue. It isn't sculpted.
Okay. Got really excited
It
there
is
for a
it is
second.
it is not a live peacock now. So once everybody's inside, Sam will close the door, and the door from your point of view is designed to look like a hatchway.
Okay.
You hear some kind of mechanical sounds as the door engage, and a voice comes over the speaker. Welcome, passengers. You are going to be in this room for the next hour, or until you have escaped the room and solved the puzzle. You will not need to break anything within the room in order to solve the puzzle. In the event of the emergency, Sam is watching, and she will be able to open a hidden door that will allow anybody to exit. The first clue is on the table, and the time starts now. As she stops talking, there is a large circular stopwatch that is lit up and is going around ticking. It is rested where you would normally put a clock in the room, behind the desk.
All right. Dope. Cool. All right, so sees that no one's going for anything. She's like, all right, cool. I'll open up the clue. Let's do it.
The only thing on the desk is the peacock.
Oh,
The peacock is the clue? Okay.
I'll pick up the peacock then. Just be like, cool. Hey, haven't really introduced yourselves yet. So we'll make this the share stick, okay? And whoever has the share stick can talk. So I've got the share stick first. I'm Jaybird, and I'm a musician. And then I'll pass it to the guy who went to the bathroom with me.
Hey, I'm Brian. I do computer stuff all day. I talk to people who don't know how to do computer stuff all day. Yeah. So, that's me. Hi.
Brian, cool. All right, pass the peacock. Yeah, we got a flow going.
Passes it to Barbara.
Sure. And she just takes the peacock and just looks at it. My name's Barbara. I have no idea why we're doing this at the moment, considering.
Barbaran.
Would you like to get box in the face?
You don't have the peacock, dude. So, you know.
Oh, you're right. My bad. You know, I broke my own rule. All right. Let's keep it going. We got the flow going. I don't want to interrupt the flow. Let's go. We got good flow going.
That's the only thing that you break tonight. Who wants this thing?
Take it.
Hands it over.
Hi, my name's Monique. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Passes it to Nathan.
Nathan spends more time actually looking at it than he does saying anything at first. I'm Nathan.
All right, cool. All right, cool. So, names, we got them. All right, so, did anyone find out anything about the peacock while they're holding it? Because to me, it just looks like a peacock.
So Nathan, while you were looking at that, were you like just kind of looking at it from an artistic point of view, or like this is fine art, or is this
I
you're
was looking at it
like,
from. They said it was on the desk. That's the clue. Let's see if there's something on there that's actually a clue.
okay, so I would like we'll say it's culture and cunning.
Okay. Don't have culture, so cunning.
If you would like to, let me see. Pull your sheet up, and let's see what you might be able to use instead of that.
Got a lot.
I'm gonna say that since you're locked in a room with 4 strangers, survival is fitting here.
All right, I'll take it. Seven dice then. And it's 8-0 this one, correct?
It is, yes.
Do 10s explode or do 10s just count?
10s explode.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 1 exploding. 3.
Okay. You notice that there's a particular feather that seems loose in the peacock.
I pull the peacock.
As the peacock feather comes out, there's sort of a mechanical ticking noise, and it slowly, the body of the peacock comes apart, and inside there is a key. As this opens up, there is a sound of an explosion that can be heard, as well as red lights beginning to flash, and a voice explaining that there's a fire aboard the ship and that the passengers must use the vents to extinguish the fire before it reaches the hydrogen envelope.
Wait, there's like no crew on this boat.
Hydrogen envelope. Does that mean we're on like a crap? What was those things? Those people flew in wars.
Dirigible?
Airship.
Lead,
Yeah.
Zeppelin, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant, but not like you meant. Yeah.
Y'all are like a flock of chickens. She reaches in and plucks the key out. All right. You go look and like points at Monique. My darling, why don't you go look in the blanket, see if you can shake things out. Clearly this key is not going to be meant for the door because nothing is ever that simple. Doo-wop. My darling. Skrillex. Stop me when I'm right.
You talking to my
As you
character?
say, Skrillex, talking to me.
You, whatever side of the room is the farthest from me, please check that one. And
Call me Skrillex, and he like changes it to Bangarang. Bangarang starts coming out of his headphones.
I can tell we're gonna be
Sure.
best friends. And the two of you, do you want to check around the table, mayhaps?
Yeah, I'll check the table.
Monique would be staring at Barbara and Jaybird to see if this is like a meet cute type situation, because she is a matchmaker, and seeing like, is this a situation where they actually hate each other, or is this? Weird.
Jaybird just in the corner, just like head bang into Skrillex.
Oh God. Search the table, you said?
Yeah, I think that would make the most sense. I'm going to fiddle with the door. Let me know if you guys find something that looks like a keyhole.
Cool. Zach, what's search the table? What are we looking at here?
I mean, the table is pretty much just a table.
Would there be anything like underneath or
Is
on
the table
floor?
looking
Table?
suspicious or treacherous?
Is
Either
the
way.
table a mimic?
Are there vents? Since that
So-
was the thing that was mentioned.
there are the copper pipes that are around the walls.
Do any of the copper pipes have like release valves on them?
Are you touching the copper pipes?
Can I not tell by looking at them?
No, so they don't all seem to be. They aren't all necessarily connected, and there's no real valve switch that you can see. It looks like if you maybe move them around, that they might go together.
Oh.
Okay. So like a game of connect the pipe.
Something like that, yeah.
I'll take a look at a section and fiddle with it.
Okay. So you're just kind of like moving the pipe in just one piece of the pipe, or are you moving multiple?
I'm seeing if there's a way that I can actually connect them multiple pieces and not really trying real hard, but it's something new that we hadn't done before, so giving it a shot.
Okay. So the first pipe that you touch and you move is kind of cold to the touch. And as the second one you go to touch, it's not like burn your hand hot, but there's definitely heat coming from it. And you're going to be connecting those two, you said? Is that correct?
If they're next to each other. Yeah.
Okay. When you connect those two, you hear a little hissing as if the water is connecting to something hot and steam is being let off.
We might need to do this, guys. Hot to cold. I point out the pipes.
Start fiddling with the pipes, I guess.
All right. So as you go out connecting warm pipes to cold pipes, the warm pipes appear to cool down. The sirens, flashing lights, and sounds of fire go away. And once again, what is in the room is the pipes on the wall, the bed, the desk. So there's the table that in the center that the peacock was on. There's a roll top desk that is in the room, and I apologize if I missed that before. That has the roller down and closed.
Brian would open that up.
All right. You pop the key in and it opens up.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Now, inside there are dozens of news clippings, all of them talking about a different ecological disaster. In there, there are a set of buttons that are kind of laid out, and 5 visible drawers. The buttons have the symbols of fire, water, lightning, sun, and the moon.
Is there anything distinctive in here that matches those symbols or even begins to relate to that?
So are you looking at like the articles or anything, or?
Well, you said there were symbols, right?
Yep. So there's clippings. Essentially, there's like a row of buttons. Each of those buttons has a symbol on it. Each button can be pressed, and then there's about a half dozen news article clippings detailing ecological problems that have happened across the world.
Got it. Yeah, I would definitely, read the articles or just kind of hand them out and be like, hey guys, there's articles, stuff, reading materials. Could have used these in the bathroom.
I'm going to look at the dates on all of them.
They're all fairly recent, within the past month or two. Particularly the one's about local um, lightning storms, uh, which this time of year, the city is usually one of the dry months. So having lightning storms in the area is not common at all. Uh, but there's an article about a forest fire, an article about a mudslide. Is anybody trying to kind of look at all of the articles to kind of piece things together?
Do the articles seem to match to does the type of article match to the symbols on that we see?
So the times of day don't necessarily time of when the articles happen. Doesn't really give you any clue as far as the suns and the moon goes.
Mm-hmm.
The articles, there's an article about a mudslide. There is an article about a forest fire, an electrical accident that took out a dam, shut down a hydroelectric dam about 500 miles away. If you're looking if you want to do an academics and cunning to see if you can figure out any common connection between the articles, anybody would like to do so?
Yeah, I'm not good at
Difficulty 2.
Monique would step away from the bed that she's like taking apart, like getting the sheets off. Step over, just kind of take a look and see what she can make of it.
All right. Anybody who's looking at the articles would be anybody else want to take a look at it? Anybody want to work together on that to?
I'd be willing to peer over someone's shoulder to help.
Okay. So, as a teamwork role, you would generally be rolling something other than to give assistance to the person that's reading it. So, what do you think would be a good role for you to help out?
Like
Who's
rolling.
helping who?
I think Barbara was going to help Monique. Is that?
Yep.
Okay.
And what is Monique rolling, if you don't mind me asking? What attribute?
Monique is rolling academics and cunning. So if you want to use the same attribute, you can. If you think there's a better attribute for you to assist, you can. You can't roll the same skill.
Sorry, I'm just looking over my sheet right now.
Okay.
I guess can I use one of my attributes in cunning or intellect?
Okay. Well, so cunning and intellect would be this attribute.
Mm-hmm.
So then skills you have athletics, close combat, empathy, integrity, medicine, and survival. Survival, you have to deal with you have to be trained to deal with natural disasters.
Mm-hmm.
So that sounds like, yeah, you want to roll intellect and survival?
Yeah, I guess we can do that. Thank you.
All right.
And the pass is 8 on this one, right?
Correct.
We got 3.
Okay. So we'll give 3 enhancements to Monique's roll. And what did you get, Monique?
So I had rolled the 6 dice and got 1 success.
Okay. So with the enhancements that you get from Barbara's roll, that's going to be enough for you to make the connection. The two of you work it out, discuss between each other that all of these kind of natural disasters appear to have been started by lightning strikes.
There's a lightning button on the desk, right?
There is, yes.
Okay. What happens if we press that button?
Do you press the button?
Does anyone else want to press the button?
Press that button.
Okay. When you press the button, there's a sound of a slow crank turning, and below the bottom drawer drops down a secret drawer that has a book inside of it.
What was the other? There's the desk, there's the table, and there was something else significant in here. What was it?
Bed?
There's the
The
bed,
bed.
which by this point Jaybird has like flopped down on, just like, dejected, and he'll just start reaching around in it, and I'll try to look through it.
Okay.
Is there a
So-
different role? Do you want me to do the same role as everyone else, or
What are you looking at as far as the? Are you just kind
Just-
of searching through?
I'm just giving it like a search, like a pat down, like the essentially a pat down.
It feels like a bed. It's a newer mattress. It's not a high quality. It's not a prop, but it is something that is cheap, and someone wanted to get something that looked like a bed, so they bought a cheap bed.
Lift the bed up. Is there anything under it?
Whoa! Hey!
Yeah,
I'll hop up.
He totally did that on purpose, by the way.
Easy there, buddy.
Hey man, like we're trying to solve stuff, and you're like just sitting around doing nothing. So like,
I was looking around.
yeah,
Hey, you don't need to just like flip it on me while I'm still sitting there. It's kind of rude.
whatever, man. Like, get off the bed, checking this thing out.
All right, cool. Yeah, good with computers, not with people. Got it.
Good with your mom. What?
I apologize if I missed it. Did anybody do anything about the book that from the hidden
No,
door?
we intercepted them
No.
beforehand.
I'm assuming
Sorry.
Barbara pulled it out, and I was waiting for everyone to have a turn. Can I
Okay.
look through the book?
Yeah. So if you poke through the book, have you seen a government document that has been heavily redacted? Well, this book is like a book on Greek mythology that has been heavily redacted in that same manner. There are some names that you can catch: Zeus, Nemesis, Callisto, Leda, Alchemy.
Is it possible for me to like hold the book in like such a way that I can get like a page and like hold it up to a light source to see if I can make out what was redacted?
Yeah, it's very well done. It's almost as if the book was printed already redacted.
Oh, good. And there's nothing else of note in the book other than the redaction pages?
There's not.
She just slams the book shut. Well, that was useless.
What were the names that it said? It said Zeus, Nemesis.
Callista, Leda.
Alchemy, and I apologize, I do not know Greek mythology, so if I'm saying that wrong to the Greek mythology fans out there, I'm sorry. So, you're looking around the room. There is the bed that you have tossed.
Mm-hmm.
There's the table in the middle. There are the copper pipes. There's a section. It looks like there's some decorative little statues around the room. There's the rollaway desk. If anybody would like to make a take a look at the book and make a culture roll.
Sure. Culture and what else? And what attribute?
I'll let you pick anything in the mental arena. So that
How
would be
how
intellect.
about intellect?
Yes, yeah, intellect will work.
All right. Four successes.
4 successes. So you take a look at the book. You kind of take a look around the room. You take a look at one of the statues, and that looks a lot like what you know of Callisto to look like. Each of the statues appears to be a different figure in Greek mythology, and several of them match up to the names that are not blacked out from the book.
Okay. I will go over to the statues that are mentioned in the book, and just start looking them over. See if there's like a button or a switch, or if they're movable, like kind of like change the way they're facing or anything like that.
Okay. So you reach out, you touch the one for Nemesis. It's clearly movable. Pick it up. Nothing seems to happen when you do touch that one. But these aren't like nailed down. You can pick them up, juggle with them if you wanted to, if you were so inclined.
Kind of like take them all off their pedestals and then put them in the order they appear in the book.
Okay. As you grab the one of Zeus, it goes and it almost falls on its own, and you can hear a loud thunk from outside the room. Moments later, there's a low electrical hum, and the lights begin to flicker inside. A smell that starts coming through the room is not fake fire. There is a fire of some sort that appears to be happening outside the room.
You guys all smell that too, right?
I would say Barbara probably reacts on instinct and like goes to press the button to try to get Sam's attention.
Okay. So you can hear Sam running in the hall. She's like, I'm on my way. I'll let you out. I'll let you out. You hear a quick, just electric, like a shock sound. She lets out a little scream, and you hear something falling on the other side of the door.
Ooh.
Something person or something object?
How meaty is this thud?
If anybody has a medicine, and I'll let you roll any medical or any attribute that is in the mental arena to try to figure out what that was. But you can't hear Sam anymore. And that is obvious, and there's not any sounds of movement coming from the other side of the door.
May I do medicine and intelligence?
You can.
Would I be able to use survival instead? Hearing
Sure.
people having fallen before.
Sure.
Is the door rigged in any sort of way? Like, do we see any electrical wires attached to it or anything?
If sorry, what was that, Barbara?
I'm sorry, 3 again.
Okay.
6.
6. Okay. That was definitely the sound of a person falling. Okay. And then, so to return back to your question, so if you would like to make a roll of either technology or survival to examine the door.
And intelligence, cunning, what with it?
Either intelligence or cunning will work for this.
Ooh, okay, that's 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
3 successes.
Yeah, so the door seems to be electrified.
Oh,
There appears to be an electric current going on that is affecting that.
do we see the source of that, or?
Yeah, I'll say with 3 successes, you can tell that there is a electrical panel that is inside the room.
Mhm.
That it leads to inside the room. It's probably behind the rollaway desk that the buttons are in. That appears to be kind of a circuit breaker controlling the room.
Is there any way to pull the desk away from the wall to get at the panel?
You can do that very easily, yes.
Okay. Then in that case, I want to jack with the panel to see if I can get it to kind of break the connection or whatever.
If you want to give me a technology and cunning roll.
8. 2.
2. You are able to shut down, clear the power to the door.
Okay.
So it is no longer electrified. It's still locked. The kind of ambient noise that was coming from the room has stopped as well. And along the ceiling, there's kind of almost like those emergency lights that would come on.
Right.
Kind of leading towards the door.
Okay. Cool. Right.
Can I ask a silly clarifying question?
Yes, you can.
The door, when we entered it, did it swing in or swing out?
It swung, so it closed from the outside. So
like,
if you were trying to brute force the door,
Mhm.
you would be pushing. You would not pull.
So
You would, to open the door from your side, you're pushing it out.
okay, good. I think Barbara's going to go ahead and try to shoulder the door.
Okay. Give me an athletics plus might roll.
As this is happening, Monique would be reaching into her purse to get her phone and call 911.
Okay.
Might.
I'll see Barbara kind of like hyping herself up to like shoulder down this door and just like dun 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 dun.
Now that nope, Patty can't go past 20 seconds. You're good.
All right.
Oh,
So-
DMCA.
So if
That
you would like,
That was a 4 that also included an exploding 10.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Nice.
yeah. So that door does not know who it messed with. It fucked around and found out. Yeah, the door swings open. There is the smell that there was a fire. The hitting the switch seems to have taken care of it. Sam is kind of laid out though, up against the wall of the opposite of the door, just kind of sitting there scrunched over.
Are they both knocked out, or is?
No, I assume Barbara's fine, right?
No, Barbara's fine. Sam.
Oh, Barbara.
Sam is the girl that the employee.
Oh, right, Sam. Oh, I thought you said Bob. I was like, there's Bob here.
No, I
Yeah,
apologize.
got it. Cool.
I'll just be like, holy shit! I'm gonna take half credit for that. The hype music worked.
I mean, probably a little bit, maybe.
I'll check.
Definitely
Sam's
more
pulse.
than nothing.
I
It definitely helped that I was envisioning shouldering the hell out of you once you got to the Rocky theme.
Damn.
Boom. See, helped.
No, I think what she means is because of the
Nope.
theme.
Let me have
Yep.
this one. Nope. Let me
You
have
know
this
what?
one.
It's cool, man.
Have this
You know, you have a good day.
Well, I was until our puzzle room went to shit.
So,
I was having a good day until you sauntered in 15 minutes late, but that's besides the point.
Wow. Okay, so I see I'm just never going to be able to make that up to you, apparently. That's cool. That's fine. You know,
You could have made it up.
I'm glad
to
you're
her
not one of those
15
people that
minutes
holds
earlier.
grudges. It'd be really bad if you're one of those people that held grudges.
All right. So you have the unconscious girl there. What are you guys doing?
Monique's calling 911.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna check on the young lady as well.
Yeah, like I said, I was checking for a pulse.
Yep. Has a pulse. So Monique, 911. What's your emergency?
Yeah, there seems to have been some sort of electrical fire at insert address here.
Oh, okay. Oh, we don't.
Smelling
we-
smoke.
We'll send somebody over. Is there an active fire? Is this a?
I mean, I'm smelling smoke. I don't see any fire yet, but someone got electrocuted. It looks like.
All right. Well, we'll make sure to send an ambulance then as well.
All right, thank you,
All right. What was your name, ma'am?
Monique.
Monique. Well,
Hartwell.
thank you very much for your call. You have yourself a blessed day.
All right, you too.
right.
Sam's the only one here, or is there anybody at the desk, the front desk?
Sam's the only employee that you've seen.
Is their computer open?
Yes, it is.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna fiddle with that computer just because can't resist.
All right. Get back to phone to see what you're fiddling about in a moment. So yeah, Nathan and Barbara. So yes, there's a pulse. She's breathing. She comes to fairly. She just kind of, bumped her head. She seems to be all right from a quick scan.
Okay, Barbara's gonna help her to her feet and get her to like a chair or someplace where she can sit. Just up we go, my darling, and helps her over.
All right. So, what is Brian looking for on the computer, or is he just?
He's just looking to see what he can find, like looking for see if they got a password file that they keep on there and a notepad, or who were the last customers here and their POS system or whatever might be there. Just curious, just seeing what he can find to find.
Yeah. All right. So, there's really no passwords. Sam's Facebook account is up.
Nice.
And so there's no real register of people who paid to come yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of a checklist of with no names, just kind of the numbers of the parties. This is a cold opening for the business, is how this seems to be. Like they're trying to build up hype and getting people so that they can get legitimate customer reviews as part of their spreading the word.
Cool. He's got a post on Sam's Facebook. Just got shocked by a door. Totally passed out. LOL. LOL.
Right.
Food.
So while you're searching through there, you can see that all of the tickets, that any email comments, all come from the same email address.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you want to give me a technology and cutting roll.
Cool. Good at that.
Yep.
Ooh. That is 2 successes.
So yeah, you get some information about the name of the company. This all seems rather new. This you're able to get into the database. This is easier than it should have been.
Okay. I'll forward any of that to like to like a dummy email address that I've got set up somewhere that I have access to.
Yep. The company that it appears to be behind the escape room is called PNC Enterprises.
Does that ring a bell? Does it have an internet webpage somewhere that comes up?
It is all brand new.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Like this the website is their presence is minimal. There's no history of the company. There's nothing other than this escape room that you can find connected to there.
Cool.
All right. So going back over to Sam. So now that you've kind of spoken with her, got her back and healthy, how's the conversation going? What are you talking about?
Sorry about that. Can I just ask Sam if, can we call anyone for you? How are you feeling along those lines?
What exactly happened?
Yeah,
what happened is a good question.
I don't know what happened there. So, I mean, you guys are going through there at a pretty good speed, and then there was this buzzing that wasn't supposed to happen. And I mean, you're doing everything right, and it just there was the buzzing, and then there was a pop sound, and I just like the electrical wasn't working or something, and then when I touched the door, it's like I stuck a fork in a socket, or at least like what the cartoons, because I've never stuck a fork in a socket. I wouldn't do that. That's dumb. But like in the cartoons where they're like and they fly back. That's what it felt like.
Oh.
That's the thing.
So
What kind
cool.
of shoddy wiring do you have in this place?
I'm really a new employee. So I just met, like I interviewed last week. This is my first night.
Who interviewed you?
Her name is Miss June Bopis.
June Lopez?
Bopis. BOAPIS.
Oh. Bopis.
Yeah, it's almost felt like Boa Piss, but without the S.
That's funny. You probably shouldn't call her that to her face.
I mean, you're not gonna. I gotta tell. Oh crap! I'm gonna have to tell her about all this when she comes in.
You're just gonna want to be very careful how you phrase it. Like, definitely make it seem like it was not your fault at all.
You could blame like street youths or something like that.
Or don't just like blame random people that actually weren't here. Just say there was a technical problem, and we'll back you up on that.
There was a technical problem.
See?
Yeah.
Monique gets it.
I think they owe you a 401k or some time and a half or some shit. Good lord.
Yeah.
2 weeks vacation.
I mean, when I interviewed here, I mean, this is all new. I mean, this is where I interviewed, and it was really just kind of an open space. They did this all in a week.
They built this place in a week?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, like the floors were here, but like all the designs, I don't know if they had it in a warehouse somewhere ready to put up, or if
It's like,
Jesus, what? They can afford to put this all up in a week, but they can't afford to put more than one of you on at a time? What if you were mugged?
Right?
So,
They can afford to
like,
put this up in a week, but not do it right.
it's not a matter of affording to do it in a week. Like, that's just not possible in a week.
Well, I'm sure it is if you have enough people.
yeah, I mean, they probably got like one of them, home network things, channels to do it. Right? That's a thing.
So you think Extreme Makeover Home Edition, or I guess in this case, Extreme Makeover Escape Room Edition?
Yeah,
Is that the
like, man, they're really
Yeah, it sounds
stretching
like
for
some quality
shows these
TV.
days. So, that sounds legit.
Okay, calling it right now. Aliens did it.
do you want her
That seems
number?
really outlandish.
Nope.
Do you want
Aliens
to talk?
did it.
Do you want to talk to June? Maybe she can tell you more about how if you're.
I don't want to.
I would like to have a word
Yeah.
with this
I want
June.
to call that woman and give her a piece of my mind. You know what?
Yeah.
You put her on speaker and we will both talk to her. How about that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow, you're really getting up in this girl's business. Like,
I'm
I'm just happy
don't-
to leave with
Nearly
quiet.
died.
I'm
I'm
not
surprised
sure I
you
should.
haven't tried to serenade her yet.
Okay, how's it your business?
Yeah, you were just invited here. Like, we could just leave and.
Yeah, I'm a peace out.
So
We should
I'm not.
probably leave this building.
Wait,
There was a fire.
It's true.
This
Wait,
is all-
didn't we call the cops? Oh shit.
Called
You do.
an
You do.
ambulance.
Y'all
At this
suckers
point-
called the 5-0. I'm out.
At
Called
this
a
point, you
fire
can't hear sirens in the distance. Sirens are approaching.
Oh man.
Put on the headphones, Nessun Dorma blasting. Yeah, I'm out.
Well, here's
Come on.
here. If you
Nice
here,
hero.
here's Miss June's card. If you want to call her, if you want to, I gotta.
Like refusing to take it, just like nope.
Monique takes it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would take it just because I'm curious.
So all it says on the card is Ms. June Bopis, the phone number, and PNC Enterprises.
Okay. Is there an email address?
There is not an email address.
Oh, well, that's weird.
It is.
I mean, who uses a phone?
I do.
A
With that, Monique
landline?
leaves the building that's possibly on fire still.
Is the building
You
on
cannot-
fire?
You cannot tell. You cannot tell that the building's on fire.
We smelled
There-
smoke,
there's-
that's all.
you
Monique
smell
knows.
smoke?
Jaybird ain't staying around to find out.
You smelled smoke when you were in the room. There were signs on the wall in the hallway of kind of electrical fraying, but there's no active sign of fire.
Okay.
Place is an OSHA violation waiting to happen.
It did happen.
It did happen.
So, anybody taking any of the information that they gained while inside and following up on it?
Yeah, I would call June.
Put her on speaker.
So, you call the number,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes to a voicemail.
Hey, this is Brian in IT. I was setting up your computer down here at the escape room, and like there was a virus on it and stuff. So like, I had to wipe it, but we're missing some software. So if you could like give me a call or something later on, that'd be cool. And just leave my number.
Okay. Couple minutes go by, and your phone rings.
I send it to voicemail.
Power play.
I don't really want to
Jeez.
talk to
Alright.
the customer now.
Hello, my name is Miss Samantha Jackson. I'm not sure what this escape room is. My former tenant did have recently moved some items out of our warehouse. Uh, if you can stop by, we can get. I can confirm some information. I can make sure, confirm which tenant it is, so I can pass that information along. Gives
Wait,
you an address.
So the number that was called doesn't go to the person that it's supposedly at that number?
Doesn't even go to the business.
Yeah, is that what just happened? Like, am I reading
what
that wrong?
happened.
Okay.
No, that's what happened.
All right. So then I'm going to call Samantha back.
Oh, this is Mrs. Samantha Jackson.
Hey, Samantha, this is Brian, the IT guy. How you doing?
Yeah. So Brian, I don't. Uh, I'm not sure who you're trying to reach.
So I was down at, and I look out. I just say the address. I don't actually say the company name. Yeah, I was here, and like they called, and their computer had a virus and stuff on it, and there's software that I need to install on it, but the disks aren't here, and I can't like download it from the internet.
Who is the person that you were supposed to contact?
There was a June Bopus?
So yeah, I'm not sure why she still is using this number. She kind of cleared out the warehouse that I own that she was leasing from me over the past week.
Oh, so like, is this the warehouse that?
This is the warehouse. I mean, there's maybe still some files or something if you need to get into. If you want to come down.
So she like owned this thing, this like parcel here, and you said, oh, so you know June. Have you met June?
I have not seen her in a couple of days. I own the warehouse that she was leasing from me.
Cool. Oh, okay. So she's leasing this parcel from you. Okay, that's cool. So like, do you know anything about bad electrical wiring here? Because I smelled some smoke earlier when I was like loading up the drivers and stuff. But you know, like. Anyway, that's cool. Samantha, your name? Yeah, cool.
Yeah. You know what?
Do you have a 40 number for June? Do you know?
I
cell
didn't.
Phone?
I mean, there's some records here. I don't have keys to the stuff that she left behind. This warehouse is pretty much empty. It's a desk with a lock and some a phone. There's not even a computer here.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna need to like get a copy of your version of QuickBooks to install it and stuff. Anyway, all right. You know what?
You're not getting my QuickBooks. If you want to come down to the warehouse, if you have some claim against this woman, you know, she canceled her payment for going forward. You know, the credit card company said that she's no longer accepting charges. I'm clearing this stuff out. I'm just gonna dump this outside of the building. If you want to come look through that, what's left of what she's left behind, that's fine.
Is she talking about the parcel that we're in or another one?
She's in a. So you were in like the escape room was kind of like in a strip mall,
right?
And she keeps talking about a warehouse.
Okay, so she's not talking about. We're talking about. Okay, got it. So what's the address to that warehouse then?
She gives the address.
Cool. Thanks. What? Oh, Samantha. Thanks, Samantha. That's really cool of you, man. Thanks. Cool. All right. Have a good day. I'll find that.
You too.
QuickBooks.
Bless your heart. And she hangs up.
All right. That was all on speakerphone, by the way.
The hell kind of MLM Ponzi scheme did we get ourselves into? I just wanted to have fun tonight. I am making all of you aware of that.
Man, I could have been staying at home, like playing World of Warcraft or something, and now I'm stuck in like some weird
What, is
Shit.
that like FIFA? I've played FIFA before. That one's lovely.
Yeah, it's like FIFA, but if you like were a panda or an orc and kicked swords around instead of balls. You know what? Totally not the same thing. But anyway, yeah. So apparently, this June woman has a warehouse somewhere that there's some old records or something left behind. So, like, if we want to get like Scooby Doo about this whole thing, we could do that, even though we all just met. I know that seems kind of weird. Maybe we get like a cheeseburger and a shake first and talk about it or something. I don't know. I'm kind of hungry, but you know, if we want to get some Scooby snacks and figure out what's going on, figure out why poor Samantha here just died, that'd be cool.
She's
I got nothing
fine.
better to do.
I'm not.
She's
I'm
not
not
dead.
dead.
She's gonna go for a walk now, okay? She's completely fine.
I don't know, man. I think I'd play up that near-death experience stuff, like get some insurance money or something. At least you got a cool story to tell people. Be like, oh man,
Oh, I do have a cool story to tell people. Wow.
right?
That's-
You
you're
totally
right.
like died for like 12 seconds and then didn't.
I did? Wait, or
No.
I didn't.
Probably. I don't know. Did the
That
paramedics
sounds
show
like a
up
good
yet?
story, at least.
I mean, I am of the opinion that we go down there, go full extortionist on whatever files are left over, and hit this woman for all the money that she's worth for the sake of poor Sam.
You're
naturally.
pretty cutthroat. That's
Holy shit! I just came here for some like relaxation with some random people, maybe make some new friends.
This,
I can tell like y'all don't really vibe with like my vibe.
well.
'Cause,
Now
like,
you're
poor-
LARPing
Like,
X-Files, so
fun.
let's like go do some cool shit tonight, man.
this poor wee bab almost died from manslaughter of a door. The least
Right?
we can do is like make sure she gets some kind of compensation for it.
They did put a live
And
wire through
take
that
her
door.
cut.
Also, my friend, I am an MMA fighter. Cutthroat is my middle name. If I let someone get the upper hand on me, I'm already gone.
Oh shit, that's dope. Cool. So like, have you broken
Wait,
anybody's
you're an
arms or
MMA
anything?
fighter? Awesome.
Yep. Clearly, none of you all have heard of me, which is a problem within itself, but
Cool.
I'm at your service.
Awesome. We should get cheeseburgers. And then go to that warehouse. We could get drive-through. Nailed it.
My carb load was last week, but I will happily watch you eat a cheeseburger
You know what you could do? You could
and
get
live
a
through you
cheeseburger
vicariously.
and then like sandwich the cheeseburger between two other patties of cheeseburger and eat that. That would be dope.
Eat the meat and maybe the lettuce, but I can't have the buns.
So, you all get in the car. I'll allow you to imagine how you figure out the travel arrangements.
Well, okay,
So-
so Jaybird does have a vehicle big enough for everyone because I have a portable studio.
I will
Like a,
tell
por-
you
like a
on the
portable
bike.
music studio.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like,
So,
if everyone wants to ride in his van, that is possible.
I'm
but, like,
good. I'll
He just
ride
kind
my
of
bike.
looks at everyone as they walk in and just like, don't touch anything.
Is the
Just-
van's name the Tesseract? Because it's
This
sort of
thing
bigger on the inside. And it has a
This
lot of
thing
shit
looks
on the
like-
inside.
like 15 miles an hour. No wonder you were late.
Just
and
don't touch anything.
So are we
You-
down for like Wendy's or McDonald's or what? Shake Shack? What's everybody's? What do you want
well,
to do?
apparently, really close to where the warehouse that you're going, there's a locally owned place that's been in business for the past 75 years that supposedly has the best shakes in the county.
Dope. Think local. Down for it.
All right, so you hit that up, you get some shakes, you go there. How do you want to get into? Do you want to try to talk to Samantha and get some information out of her? Do you want to go search around the warehouse, or do you want to try to find a computer and hack away some stuff?
I mean, it seems like asking Sam for any more information is a moot point because what she had is what we had, and then it called someone completely different. Am I correct?
Sam is the person that got.
Yeah, but she
Samantha is the person that got called.
She's
Her
the one who
office.
picked
Oh,
up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
My mistake.
So
Mhm.
there is a block of warehouses, like a city block in multiple. Instead of houses, there's a warehouse. About a half dozen of them, and there's an office that Samantha has that is open and accessible for you to walk up to.
Yeah,
You
that
have the
sounds like a
information
plan.
about the warehouse that June was renting. It's 3 down, easy to get to. So, or do you want to come up with something else that I have not suggested?
There's a computer nearby or something that we can get to. I'd totally be down for that, but I'm kind of going with the flow, drinking my shake.
Is this warehouse locked?
You
We
gonna check it
probably
out?
need to get the key from Samantha.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
So to answer your question about the computer, Jaybird has a mobile recording studio, which includes a computer that he can get.
Yeah, you could
Uses
use one
it.
of my laptops that I would cut music with.
Alright.
If you ask, he'll just be like, "All right, but like, just don't look at anything weird, all right?
Why would you think I'd look at anything weird?
Because you're kind of a weird dude."
Dude, I sit
Oh,
and
you
talk
know.
to idiots all day, like who don't know how to use computers.
All right. I'm just saying, like, okay, all right.
Have you ever thought that you're the weird one, man? Like,
I know I'm weird.
oh,
So
I embrace it.
oh,
So Nathan
cool.
and Monique.
It's what makes my music good.
While they're arguing
Yes.
about computers, are you sitting around watching it, or are the two of you, and possibly Barbara, heading out on some other ways of looking into things?
Well, like I said earlier, I was going to check and see if the door was unlocked. If it's locked,
It
I was going to
is.
go and get it.
It's
It is
unlocked.
Unlocked? Let's go into the warehouse and see what this stuff is that was left.
It really is. It's an old desk that has a built-in filing cabinet. It's all metal, and there's a phone on it. And there's signs that there were things inside the rest of the warehouse, but nothing that would be a solid thing. It would be like there's a scuff mark from where somebody rubbed something. There's some glitter or copper paint that chipped off.
Right? I'll check the filing cabinet.
The filing cabinet is locked.
Smash it.
That was what I was going to say. Is can we force it open?
Are you brute forcing it open, or are you kind of like lock picking?
Lock picking, finagling. I'm a little
Alright.
bit better at that.
So I'll take a subterfuge and dexterity roll for a lock picking attempt.
All right. Just a couple of dice here. That makes my pool 8. That is 2 successes.
2 successes. 2 successes. You get it open. Inside the files, it looks like there's a couple of invoices from various things, all paid for with a credit card.
What's the name on the card?
Miss June Bopis. And there's an address on it. A residential address, not the one that you're at the warehouse.
Residential address.
How far away is that?
It's far enough that you would have time to finish up your burgers and shakes if anybody is still eating them. Um, reasonable. It's a it's a reasonable quick drive. It's not really reasonable of a walk, and it's not really reasonable from public transportation, just because the way the public transportation works, like buses only run every half hour. So if you miss it, you might as well have just walked it.
So I gotta keep driving everyone. And not only that, but now I'm an accomplice to all this breaking and entering you guys are doing.
Dude,
Oh,
can
we're
we
not gonna
like?
break into our house.
We should stop for like donuts.
But breaking and entering. It was unlocked.
We just ate.
I know, but like,
Okay.
donuts, man.
Yes, donuts. Technicality, still go to jail.
You're lucky my weigh-in is in like 2 weeks.
So, the intersection closest to the address you find, there is a large Marshall's.
Nice.
Oh, hell
Nailed
yeah.
it.
You can actually kind of see the house from there. It's a couple houses down.
I get
If
a
you're gonna
dozen.
go there and watch the house or something.
I get a dozen maple bacon donuts.
All right. So you guys scoped out the house at all before or after?
I would say we
Come up with a bit of a plan.
drive by it a couple of times just to see like where lights might come on, sort of scope it out. Is there
You
a
said we could
fence?
see the house from large Marge's.
You can kind of see that you can't get a look inside the house. You can see kind of like the corner of the house. You can see the driveway.
Oh,
The lawn is very short.
Each time we drive by the house, I'm just like, so once again, I want to just want to go back over why we're doing this. Because we all went to an escape room and there happened to be an accident that electrocuted someone we don't even know.
that
We
girl
broke and
died,
entered-
bro. Like,
we
you know,
she died.
you need to
I
like
have a-
respect.
Okay, hold up. A,
I
she
have a-
didn't die. B, let me finish here. Because
Whatever,
someone
man.
we don't even know got hurt from an accident, we broke and entered into someone else's property, and now we're going to break and enter into someone's
There
home.
was no
So,
breaking and entering.
Two things.
because someone we don't know got electrocuted,
Man,
we're
what
going
would
to
happen
become
if
criminals.
you had died back there? Wouldn't you want somebody to avenge your death?
No one
Avenge my
died.
death from what? It was an accident.
But they could have
A,
died.
B, Monique is right. They didn't die.
Two
And this is
things.
all kind of borderline illegal.
We were
Borderline.
invited.
No. This is 100% illegal.
I don't know, man.
We were
Borderline-
invited to check out.
Please
the
tell me
property.
why we're doing
So-
it. Like, someone
You
give
know
me
what?
a better reason than we somehow knew this girl that got electrocuted.
You know
I
what?
have-
We're
few
not
viable
terrible
reasons.
people.
Hashtag justice for Samantha.
So,
We
Not to break into
okay.
someone's home.
We aren't terrible
We
people.
haven't
We
broken
called the
into someone's
ambulance.
We're about
We
to.
called an ambulance for them. What else is the average person supposed to do?
So,
Alright.
two things. We were invited to go to that property, even though we went about it illegal ways. We were invited to go check out the stuff that was left behind. And also, this human does not have a forwarding address or forwarding contact info. So us being good, upstanding citizens, it just makes perfect sense for us to go and knock on her door and let her know that there was a fire at her property. Because how else would she know that her employee almost died and her building was set on fire? Her brand new legal
Hospital,
building, by the way.
insurance company, the cops, the
Which none
newspaper,
of those have her contact info.
TV, news.
But none of them have her
I'll-
contact info.
I'll go knock on her door. Jaybird, stop the van.
Getting fancy here.
Monique gets out of the van after handing Brian her business card, just like, call me after this. And it says, like, Monique Hartwell, professional matchmaker. Monique goes to the house, walks up the driveway with determination, and just...
I'll kind of like shout at you as you're
So
walking the
as-
driveway. I'll honk the
All
horn
right.
if something happens.
As you raise your hand to knock on the door, before you can, the door just swings open, and you hear a voice saying, why don't you all come on in and we can have a talk? And at that point, we're gonna go to break.
What?
Dun, dun,
The
dun.
plot thickens.
All right. So I'm not good at conversion of time zones. I believe it's about 10:32.
Nailed it.
For
Look
you
at
Eastern
you.
people. So we're aiming to be back at 10:43, and we'll see what's inside the house.
All right.
10 minutes break, laddies.
The sky so far away tonight, but I can't lose this one. Got a pride of a falling night. Thought that I was fit to fight for us to be. You gave me life for loving me. Tell me where did we go so wrong? The sky so far, but I can't lose it. The sky so far, but I can't lose it. The sky so far, but I can't lose it. The sky so far away tonight, but I can't lose this war. Got a pride of a falling night. Thought that I was fit to fight for us to be. You gave me life for loving me. Tell me where did we go so wrong? The sky so far, but I can't lose it. The sky so far, but I can't lose it.
Welcome back, viewers. As we left off, Monique was approaching the door of one June above us, and as she was raising her arm to knock, the door opened on its own and invited her and the rest of the band inside. So, what you doing?
Do we all hear the person at the door telling us to come inside?
How did you park in front of the house, or?
I imagine we like park across the street.
Okay. You can tell that the door opened without Monique touching it.
That's when I'll honk the horn, and it's Puff Magic Dragon is the horn. Bop, 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 bop. Monique, trouble!
Monique rolls her eyes before she turns around and like smiles sweetly and just waves. Come inside.
And I'll just look to the rest of the people in the van and be like, okay, so I don't know a lot about like horror movies, but when the door opens by itself and the person you thought you're your friend turns around and waves you in, you don't go in. Right?
Open the door.
Right?
Nathan
Just open
like
the
you
door,
said,
walk
took
out,
the
and start
bike,
heading
and he
towards
just
the
walks
door.
in.
Hey, when we all get murdered by a chainsaw massacre person, it's all on y'all.
No, see, that's a
Technically,
common
if you're the
misconception.
survivor, it's on you.
Also, the Chainsaw Massacre happened during the daytime. It's nighttime, so it's probably not that. It's probably more like Michael Myers or something like that. So, you know, it's cool.
Jaybird would have seen enough horror movies to know that that they get chased, and they don't.
Or, being the only one left in the van.
Oh no, I follow everyone out, but the whole time I'm just like, this is how we die. This is how we die.
As you enter the house, it is quite a nice house. Everything seems fresh and new. There is a beautiful leather sectional couch that is oversized and has enough room for all of you to sit on it in the living room. You hear a voice, "I'll be right down. Make yourselves at home." And if anybody was paying attention, it was the same voice that was on the speaker in the escape room.
Wait, what?
That Sam? What? Huh?
So Barbara goes and just unceremoniously chooses the plushest object in the room to sit on and just
Huh.
Go to the fridge. Is there beer?
There's wine. Expensive wine.
Is it already open?
No.
Yeah, I won't crack it open then.
Jaybird is standing very nervously next to the door.
Did you close the door when you came in?
Yes, but like my hand is on the doorknob. Like I'm standing in front of the door with my arm behind my back and my hand is on the doorknob.
Barbara just looks at him. You could at least pretend to look intimidating.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know I'm not intimidating.
There we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to be needed. I am intimidating enough for all of us, but you could at least look like
Yes.
I have backup.
You could do well with a little bit more confidence.
I'll be your band. I'll be your singer. I'll be your cheerleader. But I'm definitely not like your second in this fight.
As my mom used to say, tits up, my friend, tits up. Shoulders back, tits up. Look intimidating. Good enough. You look constipated, but we'll run with it.
Constipated might be intimidating. Depends on where he's aiming.
Are there any like snacks in the fridge or in a pantry or anything?
There is a variety of meat and cheeses.
Oh yeah, definitely like gnawing on a salami or something like that.
All right, are you gonna take the spread back to?
No, he just like takes the hunk of salami and is just sort of like eating it.
Standing there in the kitchen with the kitchen door open, eating it.
Well,
Or
he'd walk back into wherever everybody else was, but yeah,
And
take a
Bab
seat, put your feet up, relax.
basically like
Yep.
it's
All
pretty
right.
fancy pad, I imagine. So
Yeah.
And Bab just looks at him and is just, do you have a tapeworm?
what? No, man. Like
A pinworm, maybe?
I
Any kind of worm.
high
They're
metabolism
large.
worm. You know,
I am still stuffed from the burger. I am duly impressed that you can still snack this late at night.
just midnight snacking. Gotta stay fit.
So once you've all settled into the room, a woman comes out from a door that you did not see.
What?
She's smiling at all of you. I'm glad to see that you found your way here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is June Vocus. I am an incarnate of Hera.
Does that mean like you get stocks or something? Like what do you mean you're an incarnate? Like what?
I'm going to guess here, and you're aware of the gods and the pantheons and who Hera is.
Do you like make maps about Hera?
No, an incarnate is a scion of.
It's a website where you
gods.
can make digital maps.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is
Jaybird,
Sponsor
you are
us.
lucky you have rhythm. You got nothing else going for you.
It is. It is also before the computers were a thing. It was a way for the gods to take a piece of them and have that piece go out amongst mortals.
So like you're Jesus? Wait, is this
No,
like some religious
stupid.
cult or
she
something?
said Hera.
What? No, like this isn't some like religious cult. Like we gotta like give you
Drink the
$20 and then no, not necessarily that, but like they want like $20 and then like they'll pray for you and then they ask you for another $20 and you pray for it. Like no, I'm not. Can we
You
go?
mean Sunday?
Oh, is
So-
that what that is?
Every Sunday.
Oh,
What kind of
I
business
may
it
have to
is?
take a step back a bit. You are all are aware of scions and how they exist in this world, right? Is that a safe assumption to make? And she specifically looks at you, Brian.
no. Wait, is this like Avon where I have to go find my own people and then like you get the uptake from that and like everybody works
No,
but you
no.
don't have to?
We're not related. You're not part of my pantheon. Your divine parents are from other pantheons.
No. My,
Listen, if I come play in your church choir like once a month, like can we just call this good?
We have our own musicians. We don't need you for that.
Okay.
cool. All right. So
Well, as
We're good?
Monique's pointed out, that's like all I'm really good for. So
I've gathered you all as when Hera sent me to this place. Part of the information that she included in me was of a number of scions who had yet not found their defined paths. Each of you are scions of different gods.
Scions. Us. Him. I
Well-
pointed at Jaybird for that one.
I was wondering who you pointed at.
That feels a
Yes.
little disrespectful.
And it probably is. But nevertheless, you all, from the information that Hera had provided me, have a divine parent whose purviews, whose focus have something in common with Zeus.
Like, hurl lightning bolts down from the sky, Zeus.
Awesome
Zeus
wavy
is
hair.
Zeus. In addition to the lightning, has various realms that he kind of oversees that fall under his way. The way of the leader, the way of the trickster, and the way of the lover.
Does he know his
Yeah.
son's a big fat cheat?
He is a big fat cheat. So, and that is, I guess, part of the reason why Hera made me. Hera's not happy with him and has sent me to gather some to deal with him in whatever way that you may see fit. My goal is that the Zeus gets what's coming to him in whatever form that you find reasonable, whether it is public embarrassment, whether you ruin his suit, whether you kick him in the nuts. That's all fine with me.
Wait, we can punch a god in the nuts?
Wait, okay, hold on. Time.
You would
out. Now,
punch
are you talking about like the actual Zeus or like a map making software like you, Zeus?
Yes, a map making software like me.
Okay, so not actual Zeus, because like thanks
No.
but no thanks. Not trying to get
No.
lightning bolted.
So, as I am a piece, I am only given the information that Hera provides me. This incarnate of Zeus, apparently, the god Zeus is living vicariously through his creation and thinks it's an appropriate way to cheat on Hera. And it's not.
Huh.
Okay, but have you like thought about how like you're being used to keep up like the scorned lover thing that some other dude is doing that's not like, do you see the levels of proxy here that are happening?
I'm well aware of it.
Okay, so like why?
Why what? There's a couple whys there that we can get into.
I just listen, up until I met these wonderful new friends I have that have pulled me into this wonderful adventure that we're going on to kick a god in the nuts, I just liked music and like making music, and you know, I release music under a couple different names. I make a lot of money. I produce for some really big artists. Like, I have a very comfortable life. I know the answer already, but I just want to hear it to like make sure my complete world is shattered. Can I ever just go back to that and pretend none of this happened?
Sure.
Oh,
I mean, after this night, if you don't want to pursue your calling,
but I have to do this part because I assume you and or Dick Punch McGee, who we're about to go Dick Punch, will hurt me or find me or do something to me.
So, if
Technically, wouldn't
You-
I be Dick Punch McGee?
so,
That is
You
true.
might be Dick Kick McGee.
as a musician, I'm under the impression you had a gig that was recently canceled. Is that right?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, hold on. Are
So-
you saying...
Zeus did
You're
it.
saying... Okay, we have no proof of that. There was lightning involved, but, like...
That was Zeus throwing a tantrum. He
I mean-
did not get his way. The gentleman caller that he was pursuing made different choices that night, and Zeus ended up alone. And he
I mean,
threw a tantrum.
You
So
had me at
because
punching
he
Zeus in
didn't
the-
get a little something something, he like created a wildfire that burned down half the state.
I think it's not quite half yet, but yeah. We're part of gods that have not had the experience that you have of growing up around mortals.
Okay, I will help Barbara Dick Punch this guy because he set half the state on fire.
Yeah.
But then after that, I'm out.
honestly, you had me at punching gods in the ding dangles. So
Yeah, guys.
When does that start?
Sounds pretty fun.
I will use my hands and my feet and my teeth if I must.
whoa.
Ooh.
Okay,
So-
you're going back into the territory he might like there if you do that.
Eef.
He has this incarnate has apparently a part ownership, if not more, of a new bar that has popped up called the Cannonball Run.
Cannonball Run. Yeah.
The Cannonball Run. That place.
That place, yes. He has been spending much of his free time there. He is personally has his own Amazon as the door guard. Or
Yeah.
what are they? I'm still not up to all the terms. The person who lets people in and out of drinking establishments.
A bouncer?
Sir.
Bouncer.
Yes, that sounds right. Her name is Lita. And she is on the lookout for Scions. I don't think she'll be looking specifically for you. She won't recognize you as part of our pantheon. So, but you may have some difficulties in getting inside. She appears to be protecting him.
Well, I've never seen a drinking establishment that turns down both an Irish person or an MMA fighter. So,
Dope.
So,
luck.
does this bar do they have live music?
I don't know that if they have it tonight or if it is still going at this time, but they do have a stage. One other thing to point out that might help you along the way. There is a guitar that was made from not the incarnate, from the actual god, one of his thunderbolts, called the Thunder Kiss. There's a pawn shop that is around the corner that has said guitar. If you need help getting in, I'm sure Lita would recognize that for what it is. And it may make getting in easier.
You're telling me there's a guitar made out of a thunderbolt chilling in a pawn shop?
Dibs.
What the hell are you gonna do with that? Do
Have a
you play the
godly
guitar?
guitar.
Do you play the guitar?
Well, I called dibs. How much you want for it?
Nothing. Good luck trying to like talk your way in about the guitar or bullshit anything about it, or know anything about the music and try to talk to the pawn shop owner about it, unless I get it.
Why are you gonna talk up the guitar?
To get it back.
It's a piece of junk. I'm gonna buy it for $50.
Wait, is it a singing guitar? Like, is this guitar talk?
Okay, I don't
Is that
like
what I'm
this
hearing?
guy.
It's still just a guitar. It may have had an auspicious creation, but it really just plays music.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's just a guitar, $50.
Right.
Well, I'll let you go forth and proceed how you choose to do so. Closing time is in a couple hours, so if you were looking to get to him tonight, you may want to be on your way. Are there other questions that you have before you go?
I'm good.
You said you were the Scion of Hera?
Yes.
Here's my card. Call me.
She looks at the card and goes, I am married and I am faithful. Hands it back.
All right, but you deserve better than Zeus. And with that, Monique heads for the door.
Anybody
Yep,
else
I'm
sticking
out.
around to chat, or
Oh,
Well,
I'm out.
Brian's walking out the door asking if anybody wants to go get some, like, loaded fries somewhere.
I'm pretty sure you have a tapeworm.
Oh, man, just hungry.
No, I don't think you are. You're either bored or you have a tapeworm, because no one eats that much.
Or your celestial parentage was a black hole.
No, I don't think it's that.
Hold on, maybe there's a zipper and he's actually like 3 people in a skinny suit.
Nah, I don't think it's that either.
What do you do for a living again, Nathan?
I'm a PI.
And your PI skills led you to the guess of 3 people in a human suit.
Sounds
Well,
like a
Just
pretty
wanted to
good
make
guess,
sure.
man.
No. Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Why don't you try to serenade him? Maybe we can make the 3 people pop out like daisies.
Hey, I'm just saying that Nathan's over here using out-of-box solutions, so I feel like that's the kind of thinking we're going to need on this caper. Are we on a
Dealing
caper?
with gods. Yeah.
I imagine this conversation is having while you're driving towards the Cannonball Run
Yeah,
for the pawn
that
shop.
makes sense.
Or it's the pawn shop, I think.
The pawn shop. Let's
yeah.
do the pawn shop.
Pawn shop.
All right, so you go to the pawn shop. It's closed.
It's closed?
It's closed.
It's
This time of
nighttime.
night,
Huh.
Security system.
Knock on the door?
I look at all of them and go, oh, so we weren't going to hesitate to break into a personal residence or a warehouse, but a pawn shop. A pawn shop is the straw that breaks the camel's back on the whole breaking and entering train we had tonight.
Yeah, man, they got guns inside.
I just wanted to know where our lines are. Pawn shop is the line. Got it.
And while Jaybird is having this whole rant, can Babs just look around for a very large rock to just like the window of the door?
Oh no.
does anybody want to try another method before I go ahead and
I
let
said I was looking at us.
I'm too busy
No.
yelling about the lines.
No,
So
the-
if
Monique would
anybody's
try to
looking
slow
for
down
a,
Barbara.
if anybody's looking for a stealthy way to get in without breaking
don't-
things,
I don't.
Yeah.
it'll be a subterfuge plus cunning roll.
No, I heard Babs is breaking the door, so
Let's
Yeah,
slow
no,
down, Babs. No, wait.
I'm too busy yelling about lines to notice this is going
Okay.
on.
All right. Um,
I want to do it anyway, just to see if I find anything before the door gets blown in.
Listen, Babs knows that there are higher elements involved now. It's a moot point to be tactic.
Yeah. I got one success.
this is fairly poor security. One success is enough to pop open the door.
I pop open the door. I look at Babs sitting there with the big rock, and it's like, well, you can still throw it. But,
Just eyeballs Jaber.
Door. Yeah, that works too.
What?
Just you're.
Oh my God, please
so
don't hurt me.
lovely.
Oh,
You're so-
I thought you were meaning to throw the rock at him.
I was.
Oh, okay. So pop open the door and double check that there's no other extra security inside, and walk inside.
You do not see anybody.
He emphasized the C kind of in a weird way.
So how do we know this guitar when we see it?
There is a bright blue electric guitar that is right there in the window.
I grab it.
All right.
Hey, you could
Health?
like leave $50 on the counter for him?
No, because Nathan's an asshole.
I make
Go
sure
ahead
that
and
I'm not touching it with any of my fingers so that no fingerprints are on it, and I leave some money.
All right, you can do that.
And then I lock the door on the way back out.
Fair enough.
And I look at Jaybird. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. We guilted you into doing it. Good job.
Guilt.
Jaybird, why don't you pop on your blue suede shoes and give it a little strum?
Hold out my hand for the guitar.
I just pick at it with my fingernails, intentionally letting him stare at me for a second.
You're so cool.
Oh yeah, you what? You want it?
Damn.
Oh.
Nathan, give him the damn guitar.
Oh, fine.
Play out.
Yeah, you're the one that looks like
matchmaker, here's your match.
you're the one that looks like a jackass right now. I just take the guitar. And I will start picking and doing the solo to Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
It seems to be perfectly tuned
Nice.
to play that song. And it just feels right.
Of course
Like-
it does.
It just seems to come natural and flow with you. Alright. Are you now all heading off to the bar?
For sure.
Alright.
Just to test something, once we're in the van, I'll start trying to play "Here Comes the Sun" by the Beatles.
So, as a musician, you are aware that guitars are often tuned to specific keys and in a specific way to pursue a specific sound.
Mm-hmm.
Here Come the Sun is a guitar is not tuned the same way that it is for Thunderstruck. Without having to tune the guitar, It is in the right tune. Every note is the right key.
The guitar's all right.
All right. All right. So, are y'all rolling up to the bar?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I actually have a plan. If the guitar doesn't work.
Does it involve food?
Can we
No,
try the
it
plan?
doesn't.
I'll just be like, can we try the plan first? I kind of like this guitar.
Yeah, sure. Knock yourself out.
Sweet. All right.
What is your plan?
What is your plan, Jaber?
I don't have a plan. You said you had a plan.
Oh, my plan, I actually have my knack, which is blather and skite, where I can basically talk to somebody and confuse the crap out of them, and they don't notice anything else around them. But
That'll be useful later. This will be very good.
this works automatically on any character of the same or lower tier, but requires a knack skill roll to work on a higher tier. So it would depend on if Lita was better than me or not.
This is going to be a higher tier,
Oh,
so we will need a knack skill roll.
okay.
So, what type of approach are you bringing to the conversation? Are you looking to just kind of have a long, drawn out, slow conversation, where you would be using the? Are you trying to kind of just finesse your way through things?
Yeah, they're the bouncer, right?
Yes.
Then yeah, I think I just walk up and be like, "Hey, how's it going? Been like bouncing a lot lately. Is this a cool bar? Like, do a lot of people come here? Is this where like, the cool people hang out? What kind of clientele do you get? Have you had to bounce somebody today? What was it like? What did you do? Did you like kick them to the curb literally, or just kind of like toss them out, or like how'd that work out for you? Do you prefer an iPhone or an Android? Do you like get hazard pay? I'm running out of topics.
Okay. So so you're just trying to just throw words at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, just
All right.
because it literally, I can just spout nonsense at your target, and then spend a moment trying to figure out what the heck you just said. By
Okay, yeah,
you. Okay.
So I'm gonna say that manipulation is going to be your attribute that you roll +1 for your knack. So
Okay.
it'd be-
And
Could
then,
I offer a +1 enhancement to the roll using my knack? I am a fire to make her infatuated with him.
So you
Oh,
know
shit.
that. So you know that if you do that, it's going to be a long. It's not a short, quick thing. She's. It's not. It would help what the goal is and what they're looking to do, but it potentially is going to be problematic later on once you get inside. Because then you have an Amazon who is following him around.
Right.
Can I assist with my knack, which is when you enter an initial social encounter, reduce
Don't worry.
attitude by 1?
I mean, maybe that'll work, but
Uh,
I got 6 successes.
Oh,
Holy
okay. You don't
hell.
need
Okay.
any help. Yeah.
You are able to distract Lita the entire time. Everybody's able to slip through. Um, you know, everybody just waltzes right in. Lita is completely distracted by you.
Nice.
All right. So you get inside the bar. The entrance has a short hallway that leads out into a main room. There is a sort of U-shaped bar that goes round the wall facing the outside wall. There's a doorway that is behind the next wall that you can see. Directly in front of you, in the corner, there's sort of a small stage. So, yeah, it can be live music. It's usually never more than a couple guys with guitars and maybe a drum set. Usually, it's probably more like somebody with a keyboard or a DJ. There's various booths, and in one of the booths, it is an oversized booth, sits more than people than normal. Uh, there is a large group of people, all chatting and laughing. It's not that difficult to realize to recognize who the man in the white suit with a trimmed gray beard and long flowing white and gray locks is.
Does Barbara recognize him from the fight at all? Or
So, so the person that you're looking at is not. You recognize traits from the same person from the fight. The fight in general, the Scion of Zeus that did not announce that they were a Scion when you fought them. So that was a born, someone who is fathered directly. This is someone who was, you take a piece of it, I'm going to take off my finger, throw it to the ground, and it's going to pop up and be a mirror image of me, or how I would choose to present myself.
thanks for the clarification.
Same eye color, same jawline, but there's a parental resemblance.
So I think Barbara just turns to the group and is like, all right, how do we want to do this?
So, I mean, we were pretty much given carte blanche to do whatever we want, just as long as they get like embarrassed, right?
But yes,
Yeah. Plus,
So,
we all
like-
have our own little vengeance on him, I guess.
There was this prank I used to do in the school. It was called Gus is a Table. So, like, I just need one of you guys to, like, get on all fours next to the table, and then someone distracts him as he's getting out of the table. He trips over you, falls, looks stupid, and then none of us can get in trouble because you were just on the ground looking for, like, I don't know, your wallet or your phone. But he looks stupid. And then, boom, done. We call it a
sounds-
day, we go home, we never have to do anything like this ever again.
Sounds like some fifth grader stuff, man. Like,
I mean, sometimes that's the most easy thing to do.
Monique goes over to Jaybird and just gives him her card. Just goes, you'll need this.
I don't know what you're implying, but I don't like it.
Monique,
But
three of the people
he pockets the card nonetheless.
Monique, three of the people at the table are what you thought were happy clients of yours.
Not again. It's been like this for weeks.
Trouble in paradise?
Yeah, but not mine.
Are any of the people that Monique was looking at clients of mine or subjects of?
So you didn't have the full access to the files of information, but the guy in the white suit does look familiar. So your last case was someone who was suspected of infidelity, and the dude in the white suit is the person the affair was had with.
Okay, all right. Hear me out. Instead of the Gus as a table, one of us just runs up. Whoever the fastest of us is, one of us just runs up, throws a drink in his face, and we all run like hell.
I mean, that does make some sense.
And we could combo it with the Gus as a table. When he gets up to chase whoever it is, he trips over the table.
How about we Gus is a table him down the stairs?
Oh, damn.
Okay, but will that kill him?
Did y'all
And-
bring the guitar in with you when you came in?
No, I left it in the van on purpose.
Oh,
We'll keep it.
Oh,
Keep it that thing.
I think
Could use
we
that
need
to lure him
though.
out.
Yeah. You could have a rock
just
off
go,
with
hey.
him.
Barbara's about to scruff him and throw him out the door after that guitar if he does not make a conscious decision to go get it himself.
Well,
A waitress walks up to you. This does not seem like the place that normally would have a personal waitress for a table. But somehow this woman is acting like this. Like she is only serving that table. The gentleman would love for you all to join him.
Oh, would he?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Not the time to get snippy. Nope.
You should go get the guitar and then we'll rock him.
I want that guitar.
Well, I mean, you could rock off with him and then you get to keep the guitar.
Are you saying I devil went down to Georgia him?
Yes. Why wouldn't you?
Okay, I'm down to devil went down to Georgia him.
Okay. Cool.
and then we can just have Babs.
Bargaining chip in the car.
I will run and get the guitar then.
And then after we do that, Babs can kick his ass physically. And she can
Right?
feel better about that too.
That'd be awesome.
Okay.
And we'll just hold him down.
So do you approach the table or?
Once I get
Yeah.
the guitar, yes.
All right. So, he, as soon as the waitress walks away, he raises a glass and cheers you for y'all to come over. Despite the numerous people at the table, somehow there's open seats at the booth. There are people on either side of him, so none of you will be able to sit directly next to him. You'd have to reach across a couple people.
Monique would try to get as close as possible.
So, y'all, I don't think none of y'all are my kids. So, and you don't all look like you're with my pantheon. Did Hera put you up to this?
Whoa, who said anything about Hera? You
What's
big
a
into
Hera?
graphing websites as well?
So, yes. This has happened before. though usually not outside of our own. So, I don't want to make a big deal. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to enjoy myself. Sure, you all would like to, do something to enjoy yourselves. So, what do you think we can? How do you think we can treat this civilly? Resolve.
I want
it
you to
as-
stop ruining my business.
I'm.
These are my
I'm-
clients. Fair. Hi, Cheryl.
I'm.
Wave to Cheryl.
I'm not. Specifically targeting your clients. I don't know who. They're not bringing up the name of your business.
Yeah, but they're
Love is love. If there's an attraction and the connection that is made, because
You want
they-
to talk about love and
they-
attraction? You want
because
to talk
they
about love and
pay
attraction? Monique starts looking through the crowd for like the worst match for Zeus to use I am a fire between them and just have like the worst possible person come over and want to sit down.
Go for it.
Yeah, it doesn't say there's a role.
Yeah.
It just sort of happens.
So describe the person you're looking for.
Oh man. I'm not sure. The person who's like off in the corner somewhere, like goes to like, pick their nose and then eat the booger type person. Like someone
Somebody
who
goes-
probably hasn't left their house in like 2 months and hasn't showered for longer.
So the type of person that goes to the bar to drink so that they can say they're not drinking alone, but they're sitting in the corner by themselves.
Right.
Yeah. So they kind of look over at the table and just kind of have this kind of goofy, silly grin, and waves at everybody. Zeus waves back, and they come over and approach the table. Zeus is eating it up.
It's fine with this.
He loves the attention. He is going back and forth flirting. He is giving the person, tips when they say things that are generally awkward, to be like, well, see, you don't, in not saying not to express things, but telling them different ways to express things to people that they're flirting on. Zeus makes room for that person to sit down and join the table.
Monique looks dumbfounded at this whole exchange and kind of impressed.
So, like, if you could just maybe not cause a wildfire out of season with a lightning strike, I'll get out of your hair.
Barbara just kicks Jaybird under the table.
Ow!
Just don't ruin all the businesses here to investigate people cheating on other people.
Look, I'm sorry. I sometimes get a little upset when people, stick their nose in
Find
it
out.
Sure,
Look,
sure.
Look, I mean, if two consulting adults want to do adult things, is it
Yeah, no,
is
that
it on
that,
me to?
that,
It's not
that's
on me
great.
to find out, to dig into the research and do background checks and find out that person is being unfaithful. I'm just trying to live in the moment and enjoy life as it comes. I mean, if someone messes that up, sometimes I get a little out of hand and bring up past misdeeds that they may have done. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Dude, Jaybird, rock off.
So look, if you want to settle this, if you want to, here's what I propose. We can have a little competition. And I'll let you decide if you want it to be based on. We can have storytelling, which one of us tells the best stories. We can, flirt. We have these judges here who can help us make a decision.
So he wants to do a competition. I feel like this is the point where somebody's just like, how about we just play Rochambeau and somebody kicks him in the nuts?
I believe that would be Barb's deal.
If you say that, he just looks at you and goes, I played that before. I'm fine. This is we're handling this civilly, without violence.
Are we?
That's what I'm proposing. If you can out storytell me or out flirt me, you will have beaten me. You will have fulfilled your obligation you made with Hera.
I feel like that's not. I feel like if you're setting the terms, then we're not really doing what we're supposed to.
You will have beaten Zeus. Not only will I be. I'm not going to lose. That's why I'm setting the terms. I'm picking things that I'm good at.
What?
Of course.
What color suit is he wearing?
White.
White? Is there a dark colored drink somewhere?
Everybody's drinking like fruity drinks, so that they're colorful.
Oh yeah, grab one, chuck it at him.
Okay. Give me a athletics
The thing I'm not good at.
and dexterity roll.
Not
Are you good at aiming?
Jaybird is about to wet himself.
Huh. Aiming? No. I'm not good at any of this. I'm not an athletic dude. Can I use my integrity? Not falling for that one because Zeus is being a dick and trying to do stuff that he's good at. Yes. All right. It's not that big of a pull, but okay.
Jaybird questions the intelligence of his friends that upon learning gods are real, immediately decide that the best way to handle things is to throw a drink in a god's face.
Hey, man.
Nathan questions the fact that you're already calling us friends.
Right? 3 successes.
I've already said several times, friends.
All right. So you pick up a glass, you hurl it across the table, and he leans to his left and picks up his right hand and just sort of swats it elegantly. It does not a drop lands on him.
God damn it. He's good, guys.
The glass breaks. He looks frustrated. And Lita comes inside at the sound of the glass breaking.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
So we can do it that way. I would prefer not to.
Yep, no. Great almighty Zeus. Yep, no, totally respect you. Like I said, if maybe just no more lightning bolts in the dry season to cause wildfires that cancel my show. That's like all I'm looking for here.
So as Jaybird is mumbling over here for apologies, Babs just pats him on the shoulder and just kind of steps behind them, facing where Lita's coming from, with just like her hands in her pocket of her jacket, and is just like, I'll let you guys handle this.
Okay. So, how would you like to proceed then? Would you? I'm giving the options: storytelling and flirting competition, friendly wager.
So,
What about a... And looking at
Jaybird is
Jaybird,
like-
and then back to
Jaybir's-
Zeus. Just
Profusely dabbing his sweat. Oh God.
I'll make it one better. So, in addition to saying that you beat me, I'll leave this bar and never return if you win.
I'll leave this... Are we in a town or a city?
We're in a city.
We're in a city? Okay, you're right. How about you leave this city?
I'll do you one better. I'll leave the state.
You leave the country.
Oh,
Leave
it
the
has been a
third
while since
globe.
I've had the drinks on the beach.
So,
Is it getting
We
hot
aren't
in
gonna
here,
do it.
guys? Or is it just me?
if Jaybird's going to crack under pressure, I suppose we can do story time.
How...
Well, he only offered storytelling and flirting.
How about we do a battle of the bands?
Well, music is a form of storytelling. So if you want it, we'll do first we'll go me versus one of you, and back and forth until either I tell 3 stories better than yours, or you tell 3 stories better than mine. And I will allow music as a form of storytelling.
Oh,
How about all of your stories need to rhyme, just like ours?
God.
That can be done.
Right.
So, which of you would like to go first?
Monique looks over at Jaybird. The look turns into staring, and then it just gets...
Don't you want to play your new guitar?
No, not really.
Oh, you don't want to show off how you use a guitar?
Shut the hell up, Nathan. No one likes you.
I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you. You're supposed to be singing and playing a guitar right now, and it doesn't sound like it.
The bloody guitar.
Feel like just big old chicken.
Okay. I guess I'll go. Okay.
If you want to give me a culture and presence roll, and if you have any knacks that would apply here, please feel free to use them.
When you enter an initial social encounter, reduce altitude by 1. For any other interaction in which you attempt to get someone else to relax, calm down, or be welcoming, you have 1 enhancement. So
Okay.
I'm not sure if that applies here, but
So yeah, we'll say you can use an enhancement there.
okay. So you say culture and presence.
Yep.
Okay, that's actually a really good dice pull for me.
Lost our storyteller.
I had to go dark for a moment. It's okay.
Zeus got him. He was telling too good of a story.
That's 3 successes plus the enhancement from my knack.
Okay. So, tell me about the story that or the song you're playing.
Jaybird sits and thinks for a moment. And he just kind of, he pulls out the guitar and see if that gets a reaction from Zeus.
He does kind of, he's definitely intrigued that you have that. It looks, there's a recognition, that he thinks he should know that, but it's not like, oh shit, where'd you get that? But like, oh, that kind of looks familiar. Where do I know that from?
Oh, okay. So it's not the big ace up my sleeve I think it is. So I, kind of like plug it into the house amp. And just Jaybird, his headphones that have been around his neck this entire time. He's just like, he's kind of, the noise of the crowd and everything. He kind of just puts the headphones on, and then he switches his phone. And he scrolls. He's like scrolling furiously, like noticing that everyone's looking at him. He's just like, and he's just scrolling. And he's just like, yeah.
Play Freebird.
Hits play, puts it in his pocket. He kind of just strums and goes up and down the blues frets, and then just hits the final note. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. You just kind of. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she's gone away. He just kind of gets his resolve and starts staring Zeus in the eyes. And he'll just play the rest of the Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers.
The judges sitting at the table seem to enjoy it. Everybody has a smiling, clapping, with the exception of the person that is now infatuated with Zeus. Everybody seems to be giving you praise.
I would like to use I Am a Fire on that person to try and fight with Zeus over this person.
This is the person that you
More
use I Am
infatuated
Fire.
with Jaybird.
This
Oh
is the
no!
person that you've already used it on.
It was that person.
Yeah.
I messed up. Okay, never mind.
So somehow, as Zeus gets up, Lita walks over and hands him an acoustic guitar. He plucks at it a little bit, starts playing a note. Starts playing. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. Continues on and plays a beautiful rendition of Killing Me Softly. The judges, once again, clap, talk it over, and they give this round to you.
Hey.
Zeus looks frustrated, looks around at it for it. So who else wants to give it a try?
Oh, I will give storytelling a try.
Okay.
So, I will go up and start giving a nice, funny rendition of, since we're on mythoses, I'm going to tell the story of when Thor lost his hammer and Loki made him dress up like a lady to marry the Titan that stole it, just so that I can basically ram up the laugh factor in the entire time, all the while throwing in little bits of fake lies that I have so that I can add in my subterfuge bonus.
Okay. So this would This would normally be a cunning and presence. Do you want to use anything else?
I was figuring it would be manipulation since I'm trying to control the crowd.
Okay. Sorry, culture and so culture and manipulation, or do you want to do something else there as well?
Subterfuge manipulation.
Subterfuge manipulation. Okay.
Yeah. Since I'm trying to basically read the crowd and basically make it as funny as possible for everyone in the room.
Alright.
That is 3 successes.
You get a lot of laughs. However, Zeus stands up, gives a comical routine, telling the story of Hercules that you didn't know. You hear the tales of the bravery. You've heard the tales of. You didn't hear the tales of him when he messes up, when ridiculous things happen, and the people love it. They dig into it. Everybody is laughing. Several of you are laughing. It's quite amusing. The idea of Hercules crying over a skinned knee. Hercules tripping and falling face first into a pie. After discussion, the judges look it over. They give this nod to Zeus. It's a close count. One more could have gone your way, and it would have been the difference. Zeus looks around. Well, it's 1-1. Who else wants to give this a shot?
It's all up to you guys. I am positively rubbish when it comes to things like this.
Oh, yeah.
Hitting or fighting, I can't do it.
I would like to tell a tale of romance and of tragedy. A tale of 2 couples who each half simultaneously cheated on each other with other members of the couple. Just in every possible combination and leaving out no detail of the whole entire thing.
Okay.
As in intellect culture, as I'm getting every single detail, leaving no stone unturned.
What do you got for a roll?
That is... Oh. There we go. That is 4 successes.
Okay. People are hanging on to every word. They're intrigued. You think some of these people are looking at the people sitting across for them with new eyes, in a new light after the story is being told. It gets to the point across. Love is in the air. Zeus gets up and begins retelling his story. It does not hit the mark in the same way. Zeus's ideas are, as an incarnate, are not quite what we would see as reasonable. He tells stories of amounts to him bragging of conquest. And he just comes off like a jerk. There's no question, except for the one person under the influence of I Am the Fire. Every judge sides with you. Two to one. Who else?
Monique would turn around to Barbara, just kind of go, psst. Tell them about one of your fights.
It's going to be worthwhile. I'd much rather show them a fight.
You can show some of your moves using Jaybird.
Wait, what?
What
I'm
is
sure he
this?
wouldn't mind.
Wait, what?
Come on, we need to win this.
Everybody loves slapstick. Why don't you just slap his stick and we'll call it a day?
Control alt delete. Hold.
Monique would turn around to Brian and just kind of go, all right, Brian, I think you might be our only hope.
Okay. Brian's gonna cheat. Brian's not gonna tell a story. He's going to ramble and use blather and skite. But which, if he thinks he is getting like Zeus sort of confused, then he throw another drink at him.
Okay.
All right.
What?
I would like you to use cunning for this.
Okay.
One. So that's going to be 4 dice.
Jaybird just starts picking. Na 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 na.
Oh, cunning and yeah. Okay, cunning
+1,
and,
so
yeah. All right. Cool. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna roll this one. Oh shit! Really? Okay. Hold on. So I had a 10 that kept exploding.
Nice.
I got 6.
okay. He is just looking at you, trying to make sense of what you're saying. He is clearly confused. He doesn't know how to handle that, and he's just sitting there trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
And at the end, he'd just be like, and now you're all wet, and just toss a thing of wine in his face. Or no, on his suit. Definitely on the white suit. Blemish the hell out of that white suit.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, gotta hit him.
So
Shit. Oh, I have no athletics. Shit. Why? Why don't I have athletics? Fuck it. Dexterity or might?
dexterity. So how close are you to him?
Close enough. Just like right in his face, just talking.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, definitely might.
Okay. 2.
As you finish, you reach back and you come up with the glass. This is an overhand, and you just stop at the middle on top of his head. And it pours out down his face, through his hair, covering his suit.
That's a shame.
Brian?
What? And he looks like a doofus, and everybody's laughing at him. So, you know,
He's
he
right.
sucks.
The entire bar is laughing at him, except for Lita.
Aw, poor Lita.
I think you just won this
Or
round.
us.
In a whirlwind, Lita somehow has the group of you wrapped up in her arms and has forced you all out of the bar through an emergency exit into a back alley. You still hear people laughing at Zeus as the door shuts behind her as she closes.
I think we can chalk that as a win.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
All right. You can chalk that up as a win. Jaybird, you were still holding the Thunder Kiss, so you still have that. As you drive through and relay the story to June once you get back to her, she has a great big grin on her face. This is excellent. For those of you who do pursue in greatness, this is going to be the wonderful start of how you tricked Zeus into exposing himself, and so that you can make a fool of him. Well, Jaybird, I see you already have the guitar, so you have got something from this.
Okay.
Monique, this is something that may help you with your business. She reaches out and hands you a pomegranate. You can tell there's something, just energy of the gods radiating from this. And for you, Bridget, she hands you out a dagger. The blade of this dagger is made from a giant serpent. Just a fang.
Did you mean Barbara, not Bridget?
Sorry, Barbara. Yes, apologies.
Bridget is my quiet assistant in the back.
Nathan, you were handed a key with a peacock's plume on it. Once again, this item is radiating with the energy of the gods. And for you, Brian, hands this little cooler. Once again, it's not anything. It looks like a kid's metal lunchbox from the 80s.
Okay.
It's Transformers. It's got lots of art on it. Once again, you can feel the energy of the gods in these items. Our business here is done. I will make sure that Zeus's any anger that may come from Zeus does not fall upon you.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Cool. appreciate that.
When the time comes that your gods make themselves known to you, I do hope that what you will take from this, as you all have similar ways that Zeus does, that when you go on your path and create your legend, you're not an asshole like him. And that's the story.
Yay!
Yay!
Cool.
So, I would like to thank everybody. This is my third game of Scion ever. This is my second, or this is my first time storytelling on, or story guiding on stream, and my first time ever story guiding for Scion. So thank you for being an awesome group of people to story guide with. Listeners, I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as we enjoyed recording it. Thank you very much for tuning in. And before we leave you for the evening, once again, players, if you can go around, name, handle, character, where people can find you next, and so on and so on.
Yes, I am Kisama. I've been Monique Hartwell tonight. You can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama, and you can find me on Vorpal Tales on Thursdays playing in an Alien Acid and Ice campaign. Right there. Go check it out.
This was a one shot, correct? We want to let everyone know who our gods were.
If you are willing to do so, I am not going to, because I am not going to be able to pronounce the names of your gods. But feel free to share that information with the audience.
I guess I will go next then. So my name is Amber. I use she, her pronouns. You guys can find me online as Rebel Selkie. Also, you can follow my store's Instagram at Gathering Game Buffalo. I was playing Barbara O'Malley, and her god was the Thuade, rewind, Control Alt Delete, the Thuade Dunan, which is an Irish god. And I am actually playing with Vorpal Tales again tomorrow, and we're doing Fallout, if I'm not mistaken.
That is a true statement.
Yeah. And this was fun. This is my first time playing with the majority of you beautiful human beings, and this was so cool.
Awesome. My name is Patrick. Tonight I played Jaybird Damaguchi, whose divine parent was Ama no Uzumi. And the next time you'll see me will be Friday on the Vorpal Tales channel playing Ravenloft, where we have a bunch of Vorpal Tales created content that we're using. So you should come by, check it out if you like it. You should check out the book we're going to put out in a couple months for that. Yeah.
Hello all, I have been Devin and I've been playing Nathan, and you can find me online at Sort of Sullied, and the next time you can find me will be on Monday for the They Came From Beyond the Grave.
Gasp. Hey there, I have been Space Lord PJs playing... Wait, why is this so big now? Brian Talon, and his divine parent was Puckawis, which is Manitow. And yeah, I really like that knack. That was fun. You can find me tomorrow on Vorpal Tales running Fallout. It'll be fun. It'll be awesome. Check it out.
Thank you. I am Zachary Naldert. He, him, created Scion of Oum, and if you played Scion enough, you know what that is. I did also, write all the characters to go with this maybe I can convince the people in charge of Verbal Tales to have this released as one of our upcoming releases. I can be found on Twitter at Zak Rules. And for more awesome adventures and terrifying tales with Verbal Tales, we have games every day of the week, sometimes twice, including on the week that have not already been mentioned. 5 p.m. Eastern, Contagion Chronicles. Saturdays, we have Symbarum at 4 p.m. Eastern, followed by Werewolf the Apocalypse at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm in that. Unknown Armies is on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then Mondays, I believe we are playing, just started up recently, They Came From Beyond the Grave. We have other shows that are coming up soon, starting up in July and August. You can check out our calendar at Vorpal Tales to see what's coming up. Check our calendar. If you did not take notes from when we were all talking about what we're doing, you can see what's going on there. It helps. I don't take notes. All the wonderful shows you just heard about wouldn't be possible without our help from allies like Astral Tabletop, Onyx Path Publishing, Nate Mid, who creates all of our custom sheets for Astral, along with our Patreon and Twitch and YouTube subscribers. Tonight's tales come to an end, but we hope you join us again, as there are more adventures and awesome tales to be told. Until that time, may the fates bless your journey and be excellent to each other.
Nighty night, termites.